On today's video, I'm gonna show you how to create gorgeous floral arrangements, and I'm gonna give you step by step. Keep watching. Hello everyone, I am Ramon. Welcome back to Ramon at Home. I'm so excited you're here today because I wanna show you some tips and tricks on how to create beautiful silk floral arrangements. I have worked in this industry for over 10 years and I'm super excited to share all the knowledge that I have gathered with you. So if you are interested in floral design, please stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video and share it with a friend. And if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. If you're already subscribed, don't forget to turn the notification bell on so you don't miss any update. And if you recreate any of these spring looks that we're working here at Ramon at Home, follow me on Instagram so I can share those pictures with everybody, and those links will be down below. All right, let me give you a list of the things you will need for this floral arrangement. All right, everyone, to create this beautiful centerpiece, what we're going to need is a container. Now, I found this at my local Goodwill store for $5.99. It is a beautiful crystal container, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this one. For our flowers, I'm gonna go ahead and use these beautiful orange mums from the dollar store. I'm gonna use one bundle of white lilac from Walmart. I'm gonna use some white ranunculus and berries from Walmart as well. I'm gonna use one of the stems of the purple fox hollow. You can find this at Walmart as well. I'm gonna use a bundle of these beautiful peach florals. They come from Hobby Lobby. They come in an assortment on a bundle. These guys are $5.99 after your 50% off discount, and it comes with this beautiful peony, a few roses, and one of these beautiful flowers. So you can use one of those. For our mechanics, I'm gonna use one of these round pieces of foam that come from the dollar store. I'm recycling a piece, and then also a few more blocks from recycled foam, also from the dollar store. I'm gonna go ahead and use some of these Spanish moss, also from the dollar store. All right, you guys, so for our greenery, I'm just gonna use a selection of greeneries like this Monstera foliage that I have recycled from other projects. It doesn't have to be really a specific type of greenery because we're just gonna use it to cover our mechanics. And for our tools, I'm gonna go ahead and use this clear waterproof tape from Hobby Lobby. This is very important that it's clear because we have a clear container, and I'll explain a little bit more about this in a minute. And then also we're gonna use our scissors. Let's get started. All right, so the very first thing I wanna do is insert my foam, but I'm gonna show you that if I was to use just the round one, it is way too deep. So what I need to do is I'm gonna go ahead and place a few blocks of foam, and then I'm gonna place my round one on top of that. You want it to sit almost to the rim of the container, but a little bit up so that way it can flare out. Once we have our foam into place, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab this tape that came from the Hobby Lobby store, and I have to mention that this tape is for wet flowers, and it is very important that if you're gonna do your arrangement on a clear container, that you have this clear tape. This guy right here was about $3.99, I think. But like I said, it's very crucial if you are working with clear containers. And in the future, I'm gonna help you and show you how you can use it as a frog as well. Then after that is taped right there, what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna go ahead and add some moss. And I want it to spill out a little bit just to cover the foam. So make sure that you poke in so you cover that foam. All right, so now that we have our container foamed and we have covered our mechanics, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna start with our greenery. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with these Monstera leaves right here, and I'm gonna do a triangle. So I'm gonna go one right here, I'm gonna spin around, then I'm gonna do one right here. So basically just spin around and do a triangle. So we have two, I'm gonna go ahead and insert one more right here, like that. As you guys can see, it's the perfect triangle, no matter what you put it. So that's step number one. And then what we need to do is we're gonna create a little bit of depth by adding some greeneries. And at this point, it really doesn't matter what kind of greenery you have. All we need is that our foam is covered so you don't see it from any angle. And as you guys can see, this foliage, it's perfect for it. And I wanna mention that this is the foliage that I found at my local thrift store. The bush that came with the pink fuchsia flowers, there was only like $4, and it is perfect to just cover mechanics. As you guys can see, it's super easy. All right, now that we have our mechanics covered with the greenery, the very first thing I want to do is add my focal flowers, and it's gonna be these peach ones because they're the biggest ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and add this. Now I want to I want to point this out. When you add a flower to a bouquet, don't add it straight forward. Add it in an angle like this. Just by moving that angle is going to give it a more realistic look. Keep in mind that right here in the middle, I'm gonna grab my scissors. Right here in the middle is your core. That's where everything needs to grow, and nothing really grows up, but they grow to the sides. Think of a tree and its branches. When you see a tree, there's a core, there's the main core of the tree, and then the branches start spilling out of it. It's the exact same thing with your floral arrangements. So I'm gonna have one right there, and then I'm just gonna spin it around, and then I'm gonna put one more right here. And notice how I did it at an angle. And these roses, I'm gonna put two together so they're more of a focal point. So I'm gonna add two like that. And then I have this beautiful flower that came with the bundle. So I'm gonna create that triangle. I'm gonna add this one right here. So as you guys can see, there is the perfect triangle on it. And then what I'm going to do, so I'm gonna bring these orange flowers, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna add one up here on the top. And then I'm gonna go down. Remember, what goes up must come down. Like that. I'm gonna spin it around. So that helped to cover that gap in between them. So now I'm gonna do one up here. Then I'm gonna do one up here. And then I'm gonna spin around, and I have one left, so I'm gonna add it right here. Now, when you're making this type of arrangement, you wanna make sure that all of your flowers are sitting right about the same height, and nothing is going further up or down, because this is more of a posy arrangement. All right, so now I have 3 of these beautiful white ranuncula. So I feel like there's a gap right here. So that's why I'm gonna go ahead and insert my first one right here. And remember to have them even. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add one up here. And I need to do a triangle, so I'm gonna have to add the other one down here. Perfect. All right, you guys, so far we've added all of our focal flowers, and now it's time to accent these flowers, and I'm gonna start with this beautiful white lilac. And because I have my 3 ranunculus on this side, then I'm gonna go opposite side of it, and I'm gonna start with some of this white lilac, and I'm gonna do the same thing that I did. So basically a triangle right here. There's 2, then I'm gonna add one more right here. And this one, because it is your accent flower, it does need to come out a step further out. This is the wispiness that we're looking for. So now I'm gonna move to the opposite side, and I'm gonna add 2 more. So I'm gonna add one right here, and then I'm gonna go down a little bit, and I'm gonna add this one right here. Perfect. As you guys can see, there is some depth between the first layer and the second layer. So now we're gonna continue to add some layers, and I have this white berry that came from Walmart. And because I did both sides, my left and my right, so now I'm gonna go right here with this accent flower, and I'm gonna go and create the same. And now I'm gonna move to the opposite side. And what that's doing is creating symmetry and balance into your floral arrangements. So now that I go around, as you guys can see, it is very well balanced. Some of the flowers, some of the lilacs are here and here, but then we balance with the berries on the other side. So now it's all the way around. And the last thing I'm going to add is this beautiful purple fox hollow. And so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do the exact same thing that I did. So I'm gonna add one right here. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add the tallest one up here on the very top. Then I'm gonna spin around, and I'm gonna do the same thing, one right here. So now as you can see, it's 3 going around, and then I'm gonna go ahead and poke over on this side in between the flowers. And I'm gonna spill around, and I'm gonna go ahead and add up here. And just like that, you have a beautiful spring bouquet for a coffee table, for a centerpiece. I think this one's gonna go to my grandma. As you guys can see, creating your very own silk floral arrangement, it is super easy. if you follow these easy instructions. I cannot wait to read your comments, so leave me a comment down below and let me know which flower is your favorite to play with. I can tell you mine is hydrangea, but I cannot wait to read your comments. All right, you guys, well, if you want to see more floral arrangements, leave the hashtag florals in the comment section below so I know that you are interested. If you have not seen this floral arrangement next to me, I'm gonna link it up, or you can watch more videos right now. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and until next time, goodbye. Alright, you guys, so I'm gonna show you how to give a guest room some pizzazz real quick and easy steps. Step number one is get your bed made. Really needs is going to be some curtains. So I already put the little hooks right here to hang some curtains. So I'm gonna go get them and I'll show you the end result. Alright, so once we've done our bed and it's looking fabulous, we're gonna bring in some lamps and I'll show you in a second. Alright, so just like that, by adding the drapery panels, this room is finished and I love the way they look. They really help to soften up the room, and as you guys can see, it's done with barely any budget and it was super easy. I love it.